The third mindset shift that you want to think about is that in retirement, you don't necessarily have to stop growing or stop learning. You can actually accelerate your learning down new paths that you never even imagined existed, such as starting a YouTube channel. If you had asked us in 2018, where would we be in April of 2025? It would not be sitting in front of a camera doing our 330th video for Retirement Transformed. Right. But we spent a lot of time realizing that we couldn't be idle, that we couldn't stop learning. We're both big learners. So we started reading and journaling and writing and talking to people and realizing that this is an untapped area that needs us and other people to teach you how to live a more fulfilling retirement. And the only way to do that is to learn and to dig. And I mean, I don't know if you want to add to that.
The only thing that I would add is now is the time to either go back to or remain or accelerate curiosity. You know, am I good at tennis? You know, I'll be honest with you, Jody Rollins has never held a tennis racket ever once before in my life. Never put a tennis racket in my hand. It's something for me in 2025 coming up into the spring and summer that I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'd be pretty good at tennis. It's not anything I've ever tried. So I'm curious about different activities and hobbies. I'm curious about different religious endeavors.
Religious
endeavors?
Religious endeavors?
Is that what you said? Is that not a thing?
Sounds cool. I like it.
Religious endeavors.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. But I'm curious about art. I'm curious about concerts and music. So I would say in that bucket that you talked about, that retirement is more, not less. Be curious.
Yeah. So those are 3 mindset shifts. Let's go now through 5 actionable takeaways that you can have to help you fix this fear and realize it's okay to do this. The first thing is that retirement is going to give you the time and the space to rediscover who you are. And I'll go a step further by putting a comma on that, to rediscover who you were really meant to be, not who you are, who you were meant to be. And I think that's a fantastic outlook and model for this new retirement that we're trying to build for people, is rediscover who you were meant to be.
You know, it's funny. We coached a woman a couple of years ago who was retiring from a large bank in the Boston area. And she was not really sure what she wanted to do and where she wanted to go. And she had a great network of friends. She was a solo retiree. And I remember she said to me, my girlfriends and I decided we were going to try one new thing a week.
Oh, yeah.
To discover kind of who we are now. And every week for 52 weeks, they discovered one new thing, whether it was a new trail to hike, whether it was a new sport to play, whether it was a new theater to go to, or a new restaurant, or a new play, or a new city, or a new national park. I mean, they just had lists and lists and lists. So in that category of it gives you the freedom to figure out who you are, put some structure around that. Try something new once a week for 52 weeks. And see if you get anywhere.
Well, the next thing segues really well with that. Retirement now, or this phase of life, we don't like using the word retirement, but this phase of life allows you to plan your day around the things that you want to do, that are important to you. And that first Monday when Flower wasn't in your life anymore and your calendar was wide open, we didn't plan well in the beginning. We're planning well now, and we get pushback about planning. But it's important for us to fill our days with things that we want to do. We tried getting up saying, let's just see what happens. But the beauty of this phase of life is no one else is telling you what you have to do. No one else is filling your day. You fill it with the things that are important to you. And if the first year you just want to travel, or you want to watch TV all day long because you missed movies and all that, that's fine. But don't think you should do that forever. That's going to be unhealthy.
Well, the one thing I was going to say is in that first week when Mark and I retired, we realized without having any structure or without any kind of things to do items, before we knew it, each morning it was like 11:30. Like, I don't know what happened between like 6 and 11:30,
right,
but we lost all that time. And if you think of one thing, if you get one thing out of this, just remember your greatest currency in retirement is time.
Right.
That is your greatest and scarcest currency. So you don't want to wake up each day and all of a sudden realize you lost half a day.
Right.
Right?